You're the inventor of a couple of really fascinating pieces of technology. Could you tell us a little bit about the turbojet to start with?
Yeah, actually, turbojet was designed about 15-20 years ago for the construction industry. The turbojet is an attachment that you mount to backhoes, excavators to improve significantly the performance and the efficiency of these construction equipments.
How would the turbojet actually do that?
Actually, turbojet is mounted between the boom and the bucket, and with a push button control you can now excavate with dynamic forces for the first time, which means you can actually dig into concrete, rock and other materials, what is not possible right now, with an ordinary backhoe. You have to swap to a breaker, then you have to swap back to the bucket, but this is no longer required. You can just push a button and instantaneously break into hard materials.
I'm not really a scientist. I'm very interested in a lot of the sort of modern solutions to modern problems, and I really think turbojet and your geoenergy program open the windows to a whole new world. So how would you see turbojet playing a role to solving the energy crisis that we're all facing right now?
Yeah, actually what I see is turbojet was the initial start of one of these components that we need for a vertical tunnel. To produce a vertical tunnel you need special innovative processes that are not available nowadays, and we made all this research, development, the design, the testing over 35 years, and the result was a vertical tunneling machine. This machine can dig into the earth 3 times deeper than conventional deep drilling, for example. And the potential it has to produce 1,000 times more of liquid, gas or whatever you like to transport through these tunnels. And these tunnels actually we attach to geopower plants, which means to power plants that are located beneath the surface, and they get the high temperature and the energy from the geothermic heat that we extract and can harvest with the tunnels.
Okay, so we started our conversation talking about turbojet.
Right.
And these are pictures of the turbojet. Can you explain a little bit to me?
Yes, actually you see this was the earlier version of the turbojet attachment to backhoes and excavators, and you can see how you can easily break and destroy concrete, rock and other formations with your bucket. Nobody can do it today. You have always to swap to a breaker to do the job, and then swap again to the bucket and dig away the material. But this is all incorporated, you see here in the front of this vertical tunneling machine. You see here the compaction area, you see here the mixing area, extension area, the pulse operating system, the cooling and power supply, and here in the very front you see here the turbojet that chisels into the material, and the material goes then, this is a 3-meter diameter, and it goes then up to the surface, the material.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And inside all is pressurized, that whenever it hits, let's say, oil or dangerous gases or so, the pressurized nitrogen will prevent any explosion or any intruding materials and so forth.